Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, I'm just going to share to you some three ways that I do whenever I feel stuck. Like, I feel like I'm not going anywhere. Well, at the moment, for since I came here in Ireland way back 2020, yeah. To be honest, I haven't feel, you know, the feeling of I'm not going anywhere because it's a new journey for me. But way back when um, I was working in Saudi Arabia, and when I started nursing, when I was in the Philippines, when I was in the Philippines, most of the time I felt stuck. Like I got frustrated of the things that I never have. Think about this. I never have. I I got anxious about the future that is about to happen. You know, I'm trying to look forward of the things that is about to happen, wherein I fail to appreciate the present moments that I have when I was in the Philippines with my dad and friends. But it only happens maybe once in a while. But it's just that whenever I feel it, I got so upset, so down that sometimes I don't want to get up. When I wake up in the morning from work, from night shifts, from long hours of working as a nurse, I felt like I'm not going anywhere. Because, the reason, my main reason is that I, you know, I'm actually keep thinking about the future, comparing myself to other people who are already in abroad, working abroad. But matter of fact is, I have no idea what the heck is going on with their lives. I just want to be there. And then I realized that, I think it's just quite the same though. Although I wouldn't say that nurses in US, Saudi Arabia, even in Europe, they are highly compensated. I wouldn't say that, but they are actually, we are actually compensated accordingly. Whenever there is a soaring of inflation rate, the government, I've experienced this in Ireland, the government does increase the salary not only for nurses but for the rest of the citizens in the country. So it happens in Ireland, and March, as I've heard, March will be the last month wherein they're going to give the increase, and then it's going to be stable for the following years. Even though there's a catch, inflation rate wouldn't be stable ever. Plus the tariffs that's been going on in every country, so it will still make the commodities for the people costly bit by bit, while the salary is going up. Maybe we need to go on rally and fight for it so that the government will increase the salary. It's a long story, but I felt stuck. The reason why I felt stuck in the past is that all my life I'm looking forward to work abroad. This was way back when I was in the Philippines, and I thought of myself I'm not smart enough, but I have big dreams. I'm not smart enough, but I have big dreams. I did try taking English tests, and I failed 5 times. I tried studying for NCLEX, going to America, but uh, I'm lazy. I was lazy, and I felt like I wouldn't make it. I'm too lazy to take the exam until such time that I decided not to quit, to fight for the anxiety, to fight for my dream with the anxiety rather than the feeling of regret, stuck and frustrated, doing and not doing anything about my dream, my problem. So I decided to really go all out and chase my dreams, and then it did come true. And this is what I'm leaving now. And I realized that life will never gonna be perfect. You're just changing your location. So, but otherwise, above everything else that's happening around the world, I'd say that, eh, I could say that the best way to really uh, cherish and be grateful about the life that we have is to live it at the best of our ability, to live it in our own way. Not other people's way, not the society's way, but our own way. We create, we dream, we drive, we travel, we do what we do because this is our life. Although there might be some circumstances, force of nature that's going to, influence our decisions, but overall, yeah, life, the meaning of life is to live at the best of our ability in our own way. Doesn't really matter even if you go rich or poor, just live your life the way you want to. And not everybody has a chance to live long. Not everybody has the chance to have your time, our time right now. Everybody is willing to give, to trade off their money in order to get more time in this planet. But, we're all lucky that we're still here. And that's what I realized the present moments that I got frustrated and I felt stuck because I wasn't going anywhere. I do the same thing over again, talking to the same people over again. And then I realized that by the time that I'm here, by the time that I was already traveling, I miss the people that I left behind. But so far, thank God I did realize that, the value of spending time, of showing how much we love our loved ones, showing to them how much we love them, giving time, making effort, talking to them, nourishing the relationships, making moments. Thank God I was able to realize that before I went, to venture the life abroad. Even though there are some issues in my head that, I got to resolve and work on. And this is what actually I've learned, the top 3 things that I'm going to share right now. Basically, when I feel stuck, I'm getting better in handling myself now. What I do when I felt stuck, when I felt sad, depressed, and I felt like, oh my gosh, the things that I'm doing I don't see any results at the moment. What I do is simply change my environment. Like, I need to release this energy, extra energy that I couldn't explain what is this extra negative energy in my brain. I need to release it outside. I need to change my environment, to change the stimulations around me. So what I do is I go outside. I go walk outside near the seaside there, outside there. And other than that, while I'm walking outside, I could be working out, running, jogging, but I'm not really good in running though, to be honest. I just jog a little bit, like a sprint kind of way. I go run for maybe a minute or two, and then I'm catching my breath, and then I walk. So that alone could already, is already enough for me to release that extra energy that's wrecking my head while I'm in this room. I simply change my environment. Another thing is that other than changing my environment, I go walk outside, and I also got some extra ideas how to handle my problem of getting stuck by means of changing my perspectives. So I try to look at the problem from different perspectives. What would someone else do when they face the problems that I have right now? What would, like my favorite authors, what would Bill Gates do? Bill Gates is not my all-time favorite, but I like his business idea. He's one of the best businessmen in the world. And I read one of his book about his life story, and then I would ask myself, this is just for example, what would Bill Gates do if he ever encountered the problems that's going on in my head right now? So I also happen to know that Bill Gates do change his environment. Maybe every 6 months, every year, they go on holidays just to change, to ignite the brain again, to keep the brain alive, not get stuck in one place, in one location, all the time, all year round. So basically, what I do, and I hope this will help you too, change your environment as well as your perspectives about the problem, about that question that's going on inside your head. Another thing is that, like, I'm actually doing something right now that's, I'm hoping that it could take off in an unknown year. So I am venturing to the unknown this time, hoping that the things that I'm doing right now could work in 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, or I don't know. All I know is that I'm getting better about what I'm doing right now, and I just believe that it's gonna take off. And I don't even know if that's gonna happen. I just don't stop. And whenever I feel like, look, I'm not going anywhere. Whenever I feel doubt, the way there are times when we feel down. I just as I've mentioned before, I change the location, I change perspectives, and I go back in the track again, doing like like some trying, trial and error until the things that I'm doing right now is going to work. I have no choice but to really try everything at the best of my ability until it worked. And I don't know when, but all I know is if I don't stop, if I don't quit, it will happen. It's just a matter of time. So the second thing that I do, other than changing environment, changing my perspectives whenever I feel stuck, I just continue what I'm doing, even though I don't know if that's right, if that's the right thing to do. I don't really need to know if that's the right thing to do. Basically, what's important to me is I've done something about it. I'm working on my dream right now, so I've done something about it, and I'm not quitting. And whenever I've done my part, that already made me fulfilled. That's why it's been a while that I haven't felt the feeling of getting stuck, because I'm doing this, changing my location, and I wouldn't say that yes, of course, compared to my old self 10 years ago, I would say that I'm living my dream right now, but I don't think that dreaming would ever stop. I mean, once you get to your destination, it doesn't mean that that's the end of it, that you're going to stop. So I'm into something again, and I have to keep myself alive. The childish part in me, which is the curiosity to have, keeps me alive, and I don't want to take that away from me. I want to keep it, even though I'm childish. Indeed childish at times. Sometimes to some people, I want to keep it this way. So basically, just whatever problems you have in mind, just do something. Just take a small step. Like, even though you don't really have to know everything. You don't have to know if that's the right thing to do or wrong. As long as you're not killing people, you're not compromising others. It's just you do something for yourself. And lastly, another effective way to overcome the feeling of being stuck is to seek support. This is one best way to really forget about the negative energy, getting stuck, and it even nourishes your relationships around. You can talk to your best friend, to your mom, call your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, your mentors. And if that is something creative, you might want to consider reading books or something creative. You can turn on the music, dance, or you can, reconnect to the nature outside. You can walk on the trail, go on the beachside, look at the things, the beautiful nature. I mean, the smiles of the people around while they're running, they're enjoying the heat of the sun. Just, imagine not all people have the opportunity that you have right now, that is being alive alone. I'm telling you, I work in the hospital. Even the richest man in the world would be ready to trade all his money for an extra time. So when you are alive, if you are alive right now, that's one of the best gift that you can enjoy. If you only know that, you're lucky, you're gifted. Not everybody has a gift of life, gift of time till today, and the things that you're enjoying right now, regardless of the fact that you're rich or poor, whatever problems you have. some people still wants to live, but there's no time. I mean, the time is up now. So cherish every moment. And yes, indeed, whenever I feel stuck and I go out and walk on the beach side, sometimes I go to my best friend. She's just 20 minutes away drive from the house. So I seek out, we watch movie together, we talk, we even walk on the trail. So yeah, I just talk to my best friend. I call my dad. So just three things. That's kind of healthy to battle the feeling of getting stuck about your situations, feeling frustrated. So I hope I've shared something valuable today. If you ever love this episode, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, even in X, Twitter, Reinforce Me Club. By the way, this is Anne, your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thanks.